What's up, everybody? This is the poker coaching study session. So today we're going to be looking at a little poker tournament that I played yesterday. So let's get started right away. So this is a day two of 110. It was like 15% qualified, so around 4,500 players. So pretty big tournament. Day two, and then yeah. So here we're a little bit deep, and it's tough to play those mysteries when the big chest is still around and have a hand like this, right? Like basically very raggy. But at this point, I was covering everybody, so I thought, hey, let's give it a try. Let's try to win a pot, see a flop. So we get this board against both blinds. Very close for me, whether like you should check or bet. But sport is pretty connected, right? And then against a small blind, I think it's a little bit tough. And then I'll also, well, it's a mystery bounty, Bob, and you cover everybody. So if it comes like king eye and then like you make a good pair, uh, yeah, have to see a flop. But again, it's kind of very difficult to play those spots. So here, the top chest, I think it was, yeah, 21,000. Second biggest chest, 11. Was a bunch of 5Ks. Also there is around 25,000 for first. So that's the deal.
So you're looking to open really quite wide.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because at this point we cover everyone except him, and we're in position on him. So yeah, crimes have to be committed, basically. So very raggy. Don't think I can open that from PP.
And then when there was that rejam stack of seven big blinds, you were you would go after him with
Yeah,
just nonsense, right?
yeah.
Okay. Although you were kind of far away to be able to do anything about it.
So it's tough because there's not much theory about mystery bounties. Um, so it's very difficult to figure out what you have to do. But when you put it in a solver, like the bounty power is going to be extremely high. So usually you want to go extremely wide. You want to limp a lot. You want to see a lot of flops. When you make a pair, you're not folding if you cover. So queen deuce, if I was gonna be RFI, I would have played, but against this guy who covers me, not much merit. But yeah, this is the kind of board you want to see when you play queen deuce. Jack four, I skip. 10 deuce suited. Again, I don't cover, so no point standing in front of the train. Ten eight suited, wonderful hand. This guy jams, I'm calling. If this guy jams, I'm in a tough spot.
I think with all the big chests, you have to still go with it.
Yeah, have to be very, very wide.
Well, I think 2.5 as opposed to 2 when you did 2 with the king 3.
Because I'm very deep with this guy.
Right. Okay. Good.
So we call. We get a favorable flop. The club comes on the turn. Let's hear the rant.
Was a gold one.
So that was the smallest gold chest. So
Was that the happy rant or was that the angry rant?
you've never seen somebody as as disappointed to win like $600 as I was. Yeah, the smallest gold chest. Like anything else would have been like
Yeah.
pretty
You
good.
lost $20,400 in your mind.
Ah. Well, I thought I was gonna get like I don't know, like 2K something. So this one,
I take a stab here.
well, it's tough to figure out, right? Because I kind of want to keep bounty access, and then I have a hand that if I see bet and he jams, I have to call off. So yeah, well, actually, let's have a look here because I'm
I
not
think I take a
sure.
stab on that flop for sure.
Look at like the good old GPV solution.
Yep.
Because yeah, I wasn't sure because it's very, very shallow, right?
It's still like 1.5 SPR, so I think it helps you create that spot as well. So
Yeah, we are at button cutoff, hijack, no jack, under the gun one. Then what's the shallowest we can go? 10? Under the gun one. Yeah, it's a bit weird because oops, Ashwin, unmute yourself whenever you want. Maybe we can look at 15 or 12. Under the gun
You could give
one,
yourself
yeah,
10 offsuit.
already better. Yeah, king 10, we have it here.
Yeah.
So we raise, he calls, and then we get jack clubs, 4 of clubs, 9 of hearts. I didn't really know how to play that spot, honestly. Uh, okay. So I could go all in, I guess. So definitely no check back here. So I need to stab this one. Okay, good to see. Then being a mystery, just stab and call it off. All right. I think it's very tough to play those very, very shallow stacks. Because you're not kind of always supposed to bet. Then it's a mix, right? Between like you don't want to push him out and then you don't want to
Yeah, that's the weird thing is you in some sense you'd rather not just win the hand.
yeah.
Or better, not that you'd rather not, but there's value in not winning the hand.
Yeah, you wanna
win the
make some
bounty.
equity and then you run it, right?
Yeah.
So 40 big blind, I know how to play that stack pretty well. Just a very, very small C bet. Then pray that he raise, especially this guy. This guy's a loose goose. So yeah. We bet and take. So here, I think if I cover, I should be defending pretty much anything. But
Jesus.
yeah, against open and then three bet. And then this guy covers me. It's very close, right? So not the best flop. I think he just goes in. Yeah. And then this guy calls with the deuce. Then I would have made a nine. Somehow I was gonna win this.
You were never gonna see that 9.
Probably not, huh? And then the guy calls a three bet with queen deuce.
Yeah.
You gotta mark those guys up when you see stuff like that.
I think our man owned the tag.
This one I didn't know what to do. Okay, now it's clearer, but yeah,
What do we do with 9-10?
I don't know. Covering both, it would be a very difficult spot with 9-10. Because it's still like so much chips. I'm not sure what to do. I guess we run it. As long as the big chests are around, the bounty power is high, I think you probably have to play a lot of like suited hands. So here they move me and then they don't, and then they don't give me cards. Not very nice of them. Cause I would have had 9-10 here. Or jack 8, jack 7, something. Pocket 4, planning on calling this guy. Against those two, probably not calling a jam. Probably calling a three bet though. Especially since this guy should be extremely wide. So pair board, I think wanna see bet a lot here, but the problem is the small blind, the 10 smashes his range, right? So now that the 10 comes, I'm a little bit more confident that he doesn't have a 10. So I bet the turn. This guy calls, so at this point I put him on a 6 a lot, but he just has king eye. Nine four off, very tough spot. Probably not much I can do. This guy limps. Which I think it's a big part of the strategy, in mystery bounty, like you wanna expand your range and you do it by limping. Six deuce off, not much I can do. So here I open ace nine off. We get a flat from the small blind. Look at this board. Not sure if I should be stabbing here without a club. But nine makes it a little bit easier. When the nine comes, I want to polarize as much as I can. He calls. So when he calls, he has a lot of like club hands. A hand like ace four, maybe pocket six, pocket eight, those kind of hand. So here, because the big blind is very shallow, we just go 2x. Goes call, 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 call. Now we have a decent kind of spot. Um, Not great, like backdoor flush. Bets big. So this type of board, you just want to bet like 10%. So, but I cover him. So I peel, even though he bets into like 4 players. Not the best turn. And then now here, I'm pretty sure that I should be bluffing this spot because I don't think I get there with much worse, right? I'm at the floor and then 7 high. But the problem is, some players are not very receptive, and then this hand started 4 way, right? So when you see a flop 4 way, I know he never has a 4 because he wouldn't check the turn. He may have a 9 because like, may have gotten scared by a queen, but I don't have much queens, right? That float this flop. So I think that I should probably consider bluffing here, but it's not easy. So yeah, especially with 7-6, like I block a pocket 7, pocket 6, that could probably be folding here. And he checks back, he has ace 9, I don't think he was folding that. So here, easy defend. Not the best board, but on those pair boards, you're gonna defend a lot with like pocket pairs. And then if it would like I need to peel with like on a normal ace high board, on a normal pair board, you call with like ace high. Now the ace is paired, so I just got a call with my best kings. After double barrels, very, very small. He opens from EP, so he has a lot of aces. So I don't think I can call twice. A trio, pretty deep. Not much I could do here, especially against a set of tens. So I think this one yeah, I probably should open here 9-7. But the thing is, I don't cover him. I don't cover him. So since I don't cover, like, like if you don't cover, I don't think there's merit in going super loose.
especially because they have merit in calling you loose.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
here, pretty interesting decision point. So with the like, okay, so the big chess is already gone, but they're still like the second biggest, third biggest. And then ace 10 usually is okay. Then my read on this guy is that he's a little bit like out of line. So yeah, I just stick it in.
Would a raise to 20 do the same as sticking it in?
No, because if you make it 22 and then one of them jams, you're in a world of hurt.
Okay.
So
Chop.
he has a pin,
Chop.
he wins. Pocket threes. So king eye board against the big blind, I think this is just a range bet.
especially with that.
We calls, not great. So when he calls, he has a lot of 7x, 8x. Should I double barrel here?
No.
I think maybe. I think there's a good chance I should be double barreling on a queen. Probably small, right? Because the flush completed. So let's have a look. This is what? 35 effective. Took at 40. So we open from hijack.
Or jack.
Big blind calls. We get a king 8-7. King 8-7 board.
I think
Check.
you can do this here.
So betting quite frequently, 75% of range. So we go for a small bet. He calls. Queen of heart on the turn. Looks like a pretty good card for me. Doesn't have much queens. We
He
should
also the
probably,
Oh, I'm wrong.
yeah, it's bottom of range.
yeah. And now we're just like deuces and threes are just betting away. But it's 50-50. Range is 50-50.
And
It
it
could be
bets
a good
less
spot to
against.
double barrel. And then if you look at the sim, when you have a heart, you don't need to bet that much. But without a heart, it's a very heavy bet. I missed a double here.
Yeah.
Now he leads pretty big on a four liner, the 7 paired, so. If I had a big stack and now I'm just getting crippled down a little bit.
Seems with all the people behind you who cover you that this queen nine seems too wide.
Well, I still cover the big blind, right?
That's true. But you got
So,
for that.
so yeah, it's a bit loose, but still a decent equity hand. So he bets, he just fold. Jack four, not only covering one or two now, bit loose. Open three bet. 5-6 suited, wonderful hand. So I open from under the gun. Get a flat in position. Pretty decent board. So it goes check, check. So after check, check, think I need to stop very frequently. And then, yeah, I had 9-7. Maybe I should have bet this river because I'm pretty low in my range. And then, yeah. Maybe I can get him to fold to a second barrel. So we started with 400 players and in 28 minutes, almost half of them are gone. So we defend the big blind, miss the flop, he stabs, we just fold. And seven, not much we can do. Ace nine though. So this one is an interesting spot. How would you guys play this? Like under the gun limps? And then since it's a mystery bounty, and then I expect them to be calling really, really wide here. Like if I'm in their shoes, if I'm in the 60 big blind shoes, I would call here any ace, most kings, a lot of suited stuff. So I just jam, they all fold. That's why there's a pretty big edge in those mystery bounties because people don't know how to play them very much.
I raised to four and four to a jam. I don't know if it's right or
Well, since they're supposed to be calling extremely wide, I kind of like to, like, it's never really a jam, right? No matter how you put it. Maybe a chippy V, but it's like, you know, against a limp, it's close. So yeah,
I think jam was good.
because
I
like
really like your thing. Oh,
I jam because like if I'm here in the big blind with 60 bigs, I'm calling with ace five off. So I'm expecting them to be calling very wide,
right. And
but
the open lipper, the way he
yeah,
covers you.
yeah,
And what I think is interesting though is because of the mystery bounty, he's incentivized to call you. But
yeah,
when he makes a mistake and folds, you don't actually pick up much EV from that.
yeah,
Because the hands he was gonna because you don't get the chance to double up, with your good hand
yeah,
because he makes that mistake. But the existence of your bounty doesn't help you. That's the weird thing.
yeah.
That
So
there's an asymmetry there that's kind of interesting.
yeah, so we open planning on calling those two shorties. Ten six, we can't do much. So the net with the VPIP of 15 here decided to open jam 8-6 off. Covered in a mystery bounty, maybe not optimal. At this point, big chest is gone, second biggest chest is gone. Not looking good, starting to be more and more chippy V. So here we are covered, not much we're gonna do. Three X opens. So yeah, this guy had pocket four and this guy dumped it all to him. 3X opens. Not optimal at this tag depth. You don't want to scare off your possible gold chest. Great. So at this point, this is the end of Sunday. It's morning in Thailand. I think I've been playing for 12 hours at least.
Magic words are Adderall.
Nine four would have made the nuts. 8, 9, not much we can do. Queen 6, wonderful hand. If I was deeper, but at this point, I don't cover anyone, right? That could have been a good spot. Queen 6. With the spade redraw. Or 6-0, not covering. So pocket 10 against a limb from EP. We just take it in. He ended up calling with ace 4, and then we hold. Ace 7, now we cover him. So we're definitely gonna play if this guy plays.
How do we play against a 3-bet?
Uh, very difficult. Probably call because I have a suited ace. But yeah. So here I'm covered. Should I be c betting 5,
Nah.
5, 5, 6 against this guy? I have a hand that like plays pretty well. Um, I decided to bet the turn. The late c bet. He calls, so when he calls like this, I put him on a lot of like 6x. Front door or back door flushes. Yeah, we chop. Floating pretty wide here with just the ace high. With almost no equity. So I marked that he likes to call a lot. So we go with the little open and we cover the big blind. Now, this is a very tough spot. If I didn't have a flatter here, I would always call. In this scenario, I think it's tougher. In retrospect, maybe I should be playing here. I've made a straight. But like, I know like this guy's a VPIP of 15, so when I open and then he calls and then he jumps into 2 stacks, I'm not really ahead of his range, right? But I was gonna take it heads up for sure with the one guy left to whack. It's tougher, much closer. So again, we cover a bunch of people. All the big chests are gone, top three is gone. So getting more and more like a chippy V.
Seems like on the last hand, if you play, you have to jam
Yeah.
over that because you have to deny equity to that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Then maybe he still calls you with king queen suited.
Church. So praying for a jam. I think it's just folded to him. He goes min raise. We just take it in. Kind of an easy spot. Like he covers us 3x, should be calling pretty wide here. But I don't think he calls. Yeah.
Loser.
Yeah, on this spot, I mean, if it's open, I'm not sure if I should be playing or folding. Folded to me, I would definitely open. I don't think I should be flatting here.
No way.
This one was close as well, right? Maybe I should be playing here. If the big chest would be around, would be something to consider. But now all the big chests are gone, so I'm just like, probably better to fold here. King 7, king 8, I would have been in the tough spot. Queen deuce, we skip. 10-8 suited, covering both blinds, covering the cutoff. We just go for it. So we make an 8. This guy's on the nittier side. So queen is pretty good for him. But we cover, so we still peel. Praying for a check back. Then good equity for our hand, good card, good turn. Right, improves us a lot. And then bit of an action killer as well. So now, should I be block betting here? Maybe I should. Third pair, probably good enough. Okay. So 3 minutes, 4 minutes.
Definitely very tight.
Jack 6, we fold. And 8, we fold. So open, jam, jam. Jam. So we just get out of the way.
Do you run tens here?
Yes. For sure, I covered two guys in a mystery. Church. So here praying for a rejam. He goes for it. We stick it in. Easy. Church against pocket kings. It was like 10, 10, 10, 10, no 10. So here ace four suited. Covered in a mystery. This one is close, but I think it's still a jam.
I don't think this jam gets better to fold though.
No, you don't get better to fold, but he's supposed to be calling with like king seven suited here. Queen 10, jack 10, a whole bunch of stuff.
But none of that's to your advantage, really. Well, yeah, it is. Okay, never mind. It is to your advantage.
And then it's still always I feel like it's a pretty good jam. We're in the money, so ICM went down by a lot. Facing open, yeah. Then the guy is pretty wide, 32 VPIP. Being playing pots. Here we make an ace. So from here, we're gonna go for it. Whether you see bet or you check raise, I think both options are fine. We just bet and take.
Now, if they call you, are you checking the turn or are you just
Blasting away.
you're blasting away? Okay.
It's a top pair, shadow SPR. They should be calling with worst aces. Was just praying not to get action from the big blind because it's a paired seven board.
Yeah, let's double up.
So yeah, as you guys see, people are playing really tight for a mystery bounty. So here, I don't really want to give action to anyone, but if it's folded to me, it's an easy jam. Which is what is gonna happen, I believe. Yeah, we stick it in, he folds. So now this one is tough because since I have a 10, I block all the floor of his open, like jack 10, queen 10, 9, 10, pocket tens. So having a 10 in my hand makes it much more likely that he has like a stronger hand. Ace blocker is great, but
He covers you.
And deuce, jack deuce. Jack seven. Six, four. So here we check back to an ace sideboard. So 5, 6, 7 with one spade in my hand. He bets one big blind, very close. Not sure if I should be calling or folding. But I'm in position and then it's just one big blind. The thing is, I don't have much aces in my line because a lot of my aces are just gone pre-flop. So I just stab the turn and then, yeah, give it up. Nine, five suited. So if it's folded to me, I think this is a jam covering. This guy jams, like the big chests are gone. There's 60 left in the tournament, so it's like very close.
So Louis, on that last hand, the way a lot of cash game players would play that is if you're going to bet that small on the turn, you're going to drag him to the river with all kinds of fives and and eights, one pair below the ace.
Mm-hmm.
You've still got enough stack depth to overbet the river at him with that. And he had an opportunity to check raise his ace. So he's really naked of aces. And
Yeah.
so we would very often jam that river.
Mm-hmm.
Did you consider it? And do you think it's a bad idea in a tournament?
Well, the problem is because it's 20 big blind, I'm jamming a lot of my or giving action with a lot of my aces. So if it was like a king eye board and then a king pair, I think there'd be more merit. But since I'm really, really short in my ace X, I think it's easy for him to just call down wide.
Okay.
So
And even though he's from the US and voted for Trump, you think he knows that. Okay.
well, it's kind of easy, right? Because like those ace X regen BVB, they're easy to find. Like if a
Okay.
strategy is available pre-flop, like a lot of people have seen pre-flop charts nowadays. So
Sounds good.
if you look at like a river strategy spot where you have an edge, I don't think people study that. They don't make it this far. But simple strategies, I believe that nowadays online poker, a lot of people are familiar with like pre-flop play. And then when the ace pairs makes it less likely that I have an ace. So yeah.
Okay.
Queen seven, not much we can do. Although, you know what? This one maybe I should open, but I would have never like it's very close, right? Because this guy has a very shallow stack. This guy had a very shallow stack. So if I was a bit deeper, I think I would have played it. So here we open pocket jacks. I want to size up on those 10 eye boards with pocket jacks, but I'm so shallow that the best I can find here is like 30%. So I bet 30%. You check raise. We happily get it in. Oh, he has a flush draw and we hold. Now we have a stack again. A lot of roller coaster poker in those mystery bounties. It's always a bit of a shit show. Because you have to be so wide. So here we go for a defend, and this guy is very shallow. And he does something weird. He sizes up a lot. So I really want to continue here with my 8 of heart with this hand, but against this size, like he's picking a wrong size. He's turning his hand face up. So I think it's a call most of the time against any like normal size bet. But against this size, I feel like population always have an ace here. So, and maybe I have the price to like even like try to outdraw an ace here, especially with an 8 of heart in my hand. But I just went with the fold. This guy's a well-known high stakes recreational. I often catch him like in one case with like 7 bullets, 8 bullets. He likes to play a lot. This is the kind of player you want to have at your table. Here we open the king 10 off. 50 left on a field of 4,500 players. Jack 8. Look at this. Butters was here with 5-4. So this one is very close. But like given we have bounty access here and I have a pretty strong read on Kansas Cooler. I think we just tried to see a flop. Brick, unfortunate. So we just check it down. Maybe I should bluff the turn, but again, this guy is not very receptive. And then especially with the bounty in. And then he, I think, just had the straight, yeah. This guy went with 7-6, the net. Looked at 7-6, it was like, yeah, I'm going in. Like from the button, he could have waited another orbit. Six deuce, I think we get to limp. I think we limp, he raises, and then we see a flop. So backdoor, 6 high, bets pretty big.
Old.
Yeah,
Thank you.
king 7, not the best hand. Folded to me, I'm gonna try to see a flop, open in front of me, not much I can do. Jack nine off, I think I was gonna open. But against the like a nitty guy who limps EP. My hand isn't doing very good.
Consider limping back.
No, not with this hand.
Okay.
Ugh. Andy, am I this boring? Oh my
Sneak out a yawn.
god. Queen deuce, not much we can do. Oh, the deuce, look at this. Ace queen. Oh, that's a nice hand. So I'm mixing here between open jamming and then min raising. Think if I min raise, I get a lot of rejams, whereas like if I jam, I should be getting called kind of wide, but it's just not happening, right? So
How many
But
bigs
there are
would you put?
also
Sorry.
only two players that cover you.
yeah. Good rejam stack, good rejam stack. This guy is a little bit loose.
Yeah. I think the raise is better.
So I kind of want to stab here small. But the jack hits the small blind pretty good. So once the small blind fold, I'm a little bit more confident in the spot. So he calls, we make a queen. So we go for it.
Interesting
Expecting to-
spot, right? Because he should raise some 7x here.
Yeah.
And Jack
Okay.
X.
Yeah, people don't raise though. They'd raise when they have a jack, but they don't raise enough with like 7x or other like draws. So when the queen comes, I'm much more confident in that my hand is good. Pocket 10. Facing a jam. Go, daddy, go. Ace queen, we hit the 10 right away. The three pairs, no sweat. Thank you very much.
At this time, you stopped caring about the chest. Huh?
Well, yeah, because everything is gone. Like there's a 2K left. Even the other good one is gone. Everything is gone. So pretty much GPV here. It is, right, Bob? It is.
More like vanilla tournament, not chippy, but yeah.
Yeah. So this here against the button, I think I would jam a lot. But against two players, I don't think I can jam. Actually, let's look it up. So we have 20 bigs effective, I know 30 effective. 30 big blind, we have cutoff, I know, have button raise. Small blind call. Yeah, probably still a jam, I guess, against two players. Wasn't sure. But those guys are like nits, right? So it's tough to jam against nits. So here, like check, 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 check. I think I have a good enough hand to block bet. You get called by stuff, by ace high, by a deuce sometimes.
Or pocket fours. No, it's not pocket fours.
Could have been.
Yeah.
Nice bet. Nice bet, Louis.
Very thin,
Max
right?
value.
Yeah, you
Max
gotta go
value.
very, very thin.
Yep.
Yeah, but I like it all.
Yeah, I used to like value on myself a lot, but now I'm very, very precise with those spots. Um,
Good old
So
bet. I think
here-
a lot of people just auto check there and it's missing all that value.
yeah. So if it's like a safe line, check, 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 you have to have some bluffs, you have to have some very thin value bets. So yeah, at this point, we're third in the tournament, 36 left. So here, two very, very short stack. I just went with the open jam. And then it goes call, call. I'm like, oh my goodness, what have I done? No, but it's just a big blind, so you know, let's flip it. And then what a
Let's
flop.
scam. Scam.
Crimes have been made. So they both
So
have
Scam City.
10.
I'm actually curious. Is this jam fine? Because I
think
feel
so.
like it's. I personally feel like it's not, and I don't know.
Well, it's just 8 big blinds, right? And then I can put a lot of pressure. Those guys don't really want to bust. Like, turns out they both have a hand. Scotty. But like we're getting it near the end of the tournament. I think you have to be very aggressive if you have a big stack. So
Yeah, this jam I like a
yeah,
little bit
this is
more.
easy, right? Ace blocker, button, easy spot. Plus, I was expecting them to call a little bit because they just saw me jam at 7-6 off. So here we jam again. So okay, I'm like, okay, 4-7 off. I'm gonna take I'm gonna skip this one.
Come on.
This guy's also pretty deep, so I don't want to mess with him too much.
If you look hard enough, it looks like ace 7.
If you squint.
Yeah, it looks like ace 7. You can play those, buddy.
So I think I would have three bet if this guy or this guy would have opened. So yeah, I think I made a mistake here. I defended the small one with Jack 6. A little bit loose given there's not much chest. Now I just jams the flop. I have one guy left to act. It's tough, so I think I shouldn't even be here to begin with. Realized it post flop that it was like not a very good spot. But we've also seen a few sims recently, like ICM sims, where you were much, much wider than I thought you were supposed to be when you were a big stack in the small blind. So, yeah. So here I open with the queen deuce. Then get punished. We're gonna get punished a lot from him. So we played a big stack at this point, right? You have a blocker, we raise pretty wide. But they just are gonna punish me, punish me, punish me. Second in chips at this point. So I'm trying
What's
to
the
use
bottom
my
of your
big.
calling off range?
I don't think so. Especially if I'm super out of line, just hits the floor every time.
Are you running king 10 there?
No. King 10 suited, maybe. So we just keep on pushing. But yeah, not this one, I guess. No big chest left, only one 580. So like at this point, I remember there was 31 left and then 22 min chest left. So the party is pretty much over.
The min chest is half a bind.
Yes,
Wow.
it's 47. So here we open, we get punished again. But that's the thing, right? It's tough to take all the spots, but you have to do what you have to do as the chip leader. So we're just gonna keep on getting punished. Jack 3, we may see a flop. Not not like this though. Ace 10 to ace jack. Twisted Teddy is gone. Four deuce suited. We're probably gonna try to see a flop if it's folded to us. If not, we just are gonna fold. This guy's in the tank. I think there's a decent ladder at this point at 25. So yeah, not this one. Queen 6, can't do much. Okay, 3 minutes. 59. So here we open king 8. Again, blocker, chip leader, blah, 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 blah. So he pushes. We fold. And I think at this point, this guy said, I love how you always fold. Something like this. So when he said that, I was like, yeah, wait and see, my friend, wait and see. Yeah, always raise fold, blah, blah, blah. And then he says it, and then, I mean, I'm getting punished, right? I had 50 bigs, now I have 25. They've just been punishing my loose ranges. I'm like, yeah, guy, watch. Wait and watch. Let's see if you can keep on pushing into me. I was like, okay, we have a customer. Thinks he can run me over. I've got some news for him. 7-3, we skip. King 4, not much we can do. Here we go for a little limp. Very effective. Limp, any two, range bet, and then sometimes double barrel. Very effective strategy. So we bet 1, no equity. This guy's a calling station, likes to call, hit the queen. So we just size up a little bit. Then I just get away with murder in those lines. I think it's very, very profitable. This guy's a criminal. Jack 5, not much we can do. We're also no longer chip leading. Min chest, that's all there is left. So yeah, covered by him now, covered by him. This one is close. I think if I was chip leader, I would definitely open. But given he covers me and those guys are just keep on pushing on me, I'm like, okay. Like the EV of like pushing with the floor, trying to open everything, goes down a little bit. And 3, we skip. King 4, crimes. Make fun of him.
Did you troll him in the chat box?
No, 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 I never use the chat box. Too many tables. So here it's very dicey because I don't know if I would call this guy. Like, I don't think I opened pocket fours. So I finally opened the hand and won a pot after 20 attempts. 5-7-0. Think it's an easy fold.
Oh, come on, defend.
No way. No way, I'm 14 chips with 20 big blinds. So the chips you have are much more valuable than the one you stand to gain. Pocket sevens. So on this spot, it's folded to me and I'm like, okay, want to min raise and then call this jam. But if this guy jams, I'm in a very, very tough spot. So I just go with the open jam instead. I think it's a little bit better here, but I'm not sure. It's probably just better to open and then call the jam, but you jack up variance a little bit, whereas this makes it very clean. We're running the hand, so more full equity.
Consider opening 2.5 or 3.
Well, the problem is those guys are never supposed to call, and then they call, you get an ace high board, a king high board, a queen high board. So many boards are bad for us. More than half of the board are really bad for you. So, I mean, I wanna see 5 cards if I'm gonna do it.
Louis, though, isn't that the guy who we believe is going to jam on us wide? Because he
Yes.
believes we're folding wide?
Yeah, both of them have been punishing me, so. But you don't want to be the one calling. That's the
Okay.
thing, right? ICM, you wanna be the one that puts pressure. And then you don't want to be the guy who has to click the call button.
Okay.
King 5, 5, 3. King queen, wonderful hand. Go for a min raise. I think it just goes full, 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 full. Oh no, worse than that. He jams, he calls. So we end up folding. We would have made the hand though. My favorite hand, look at that. I was like, nice, my favorite hand. Come on, give it to me. Come on. Anybody. So here against button open, pretty wide range. We just call, planning to check raise. Then I think he checks back. So when he checks back, I'm like, this is not going anywhere. It was like tank, check back.
Okay,
5
question
come.
here.
Yeah.
Before you bet, um, yeah, what are your thoughts here on this turn card?
Pretty great for the big blind. I think this is a spot where you wanna like probe a lot if you're calling a flop C bet. So, yeah, there's a lot of EV and probably probing those spots. So if he C bets, you call, the 5 comes, you can probe. And then if he just checks back, you can lead.
And for lead size, yeah, I love your sizing.
One pretty big. I didn't
Yeah,
think
because 10x wanna go big here, right?
yeah. And then when I'm bluffing, I wanna have full equity.
Okay, just one last question here. In ICM spots, you sometimes, even if you want to go big, you have to size down like half pot. Maybe was it a little bit too
Yeah,
big? I like
I
the
had
sizing, but yeah.
I had such a strong hand, Bob, that I think there's merit in going smaller. But at the same time, it's like 8, 5, 4. Like if a 6 or a 7 comes on the river, completes the 4-liner, I'm in a tough spot.
But you would be anyways, right? If he calls and that happens,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
still in a tough spot.
Yeah, I'd flick the chips in and it's aces. So at this hand, I was like, yes, sir, let's go. So I'm gonna min raise and one of those guys is gonna punish me. And then my little guy here obliges, sticks it in. And then I'm like, yes, finally, the time has come. Finally. So we
Aces.
call.
Oh no.
Look at this, 97%, 95%
Oh,
Oh
Jesus.
dear.
straight.
Oh my God.
With
Brutal.
20
It's
left,
brutal.
That's a
20
nasty one.
left on a 4,500 player field.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that would have been a big old pot.
Did he say something in the chat?
Everyone's like, ha 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 ha. I was like, oh my God, I had such a bad day yesterday. It was crazy. I was looking at this like 97.5. Come on, man. Can't you pair the board? Can't you just run clean one time? No, not today.
Better than getting them cracked.
Yes, sure thing. But still very disappointing here this deep in the field.
Yep.
Sucks to lose like 95% plus equity, but whatever. Oh, I remember this end as well. This
Uh-oh.
is a very tricky one. I could have been out here. Could have
There's
been dead.
nothing good that's come out of pocket jacks.
Could have been dead here. Watch this. So kind of a safe flop if you want, in the sense that I just see bet small, he calls. Turns the 10, right? So not a great turn at all. So I check back and then I think like bet super small, check back. Feel like this spot is over bluff, but look at this sizing. And then he just has aces. Then I'm like, wow, I just lost with aces. Just ran jacks into aces. I could have lost my stack, right? But here we are, still in, still fighting.
I think by now you're free rolling. You're supposed to be broke here.
Yeah. I got lucky because yeah. Could have easily lost it all.
Yep.
We're still in, king six, not gonna run this. So many times in this tournament, I was like up, down, up, down, up, down. So roller coaster. So queen eight, if it falls to me, I'm just gonna stick it in, which I think is what's gonna happen. We're starting to have pretty decent sized pay jumps. 800 locked up, plus I think I have 800 in bounties at this point. So we just stick it in, think it's good enough. He ends up folding. Seven, six, oh. We don't play. Queen nine covered by everybody. It was very close. Ace queen. 10 big blind. I'm torn here between min raising and then just jamming, but I think I prefer to just jam. I think the line is at around 12 bigs, 12 bigs and below, I just jam. Above 12 bigs, I can min raise. Queen eight. No good. Ace six. Okay. So at this point, I wouldn't be thrilled against him. I'm calling this. Then BVB. I think this is an easy call.
I'm in.
6-8. We run it clean.
Nice.
And we're back with 16 left.
What's the bottom you would have called there? Just a size or
I think I'm calling like ace three. Ace three off, ace four off. somewhere in that ballpark. Because whenever you have a deuce, a three, or a four, you block the bottom of his range, right? So
And
I think
in the
king.
suited region,
Oh, all of them. This guy's a criminal. Open jams, ace eight suited, and a bunch of stacks. Pretty deep as well, like 12 big effective. Oh no, I'm not calling any two suited cards. I'm calling like I don't know, suited fives. Like jack five suited. So it's funny because those guys have not been very aggressive throughout the tournament. And now that there's no more big chest, they're still hunting. There goes jam jam, he takes them away. And all of a sudden, 12 left. 13. We're fifth with our 17 big blinds.
$560 still available.
I'm sorry?
I said for the in the bounties, is there still that one gold bounty left?
Yes,
Okay.
it goes on the final table. Yeah, but bounty power is practically zero at this point.
Yeah.
Like the ladder is worth more than the next ladder is worth more than the biggest chest, so.
Right.
Ace ten beats ace nine beats ace ten. So this one was very tough for me. Very strong hand, but I have a 10, so I block the floor of his opens. I block jack 10, queen 10, 9 10 suited, pocket tens. So I'm not sure if I should be folding here.
4.8, 4.8.
Maybe that would be good.
4.8 to 5.
But at the same time, I'm fourth in chips. Final table bubble. Very difficult scenario. But it's easy when you're in it. You just fold. You gotta walk with pocket tens.
That's miserable.
Another 9-5 suited versus short stack, so I'm folding to any action, but if it's folded to me, I think I have to jam. On the close to a pretty big pay jump as well. And then if he calls, well, we got some good equity. Our outs are probably pretty clean.
We almost never dominated.
Yeah. So I think this one I should just open jam. Made a mistake here. It's just
This
much
almost
easier.
this
Much
almost
easier.
looks stronger.
Yeah. But it would be so much easier for me if I just open jam.
Perfect. See bet, take it.
Not if he has a king.
I don't think he ever has a king.
Well, you'll see.
Let him have a king.
He has two
Let him have a
kings.
king. Let him have a
Two
king.
kings.
Fuck him. Fucking idiot. He's supposed to jam there.
After check on the turn, I'm not
No,
sure.
Pre-flop, I think
pre-flop.
it's
Pre-flop.
I don't think so.
yeah, I think you can
Big
call
stack
here.
opening button. Big stack opening button. I think you have to jam king for suited.
Maybe, but I'm not sure.
You still have full equity with that 9 big blind stack.
Yeah.
Fair enough. You continue to commit crimes, Louis.
Yeah. So this one is
I think yeah.
close, but these guys are like on the tighter side, kind of. Maybe I should be calling, but I'm second out of 10, final table bubble.
I'm almost I'm almost considering to 3-bet. Just full everything. He just full everything.
Ashwin, you're a criminal.
Absolute criminal. He's opening button with garbage. My garbage is better than your garbage.
King 5. This guy's been patiently waiting. Got it in good. Goodbye, Sleepy Cappy. So here with the 5 in my hand, I block I block his folds basically. Not much I can do here. Also, the ladder is pretty big between 10th and 9 and 8. So we're 9 now, 2.7K locked up. I think he's gonna jam. No. Hand for hand. This is an absolutely sick hand. So the guy C bets. Guy check raise. This guy gets it in. Calls. Ace jack to kings. Ace on the river. Ooh. But it didn't matter because somebody else busted. 8 left. So this guy born to win was with me throughout the tournament. He was right in front of me. So here we're third in chips. Very difficult spot. So
Jail.
yeah, kind of locked up here. We're still gonna open
I
our blocker.
the, the only good thing is I think we've got position on the absolute chip leader.
Yeah.
So
At least you sat to the left of the 59.
yeah, at least momentarily we've got that silver lining,
Yeah, but this guy can make my life very tough. He
which he
obliges.
will, which he
Yeah.
will.
What hands do we call here? I would call tens plus ace queen offsuit.
I'm frankly not even opening ace nine there because of the smaller stacks. There is a lot of collision that could happen. I'm happy to take that ladder, but yeah, I am on it.
Yeah, we got to be pretty tight. Look how short all those other guys are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
Big pay
opening
jumps.
isn't great, right?
No,
I mean, I could be wrong, but that's just me.
we can
Yeah.
run. And this premium's through the roof.
Yeah.
At this point, was not too happy with that. Short stack doubles up. A pretty big ladder as well, 1.3K.
I
No
think just
chest left.
get yourself some popcorn and fold your way to ladders.
Mhm.
I think we're doing nothing.
Especially with this guy, he's been very busy. VPIP 47, so he probably knows how to play mystery bounties.
Yep.
King 4 against your leader. This guy has 3 big blinds, doubles up the house for him. So short stack double, short stack double. Still okay with my chips. Cooler. Ace queen to queens. Finally a bust out, a pay jump.
Let's go.
His fearless dad has had trouble with his pocket kings and pocket queens. Gold chest is out, 580. At this point, this guy had like 5K in bounties.
Pick.
860, not gonna defend. Chip leader 3 bets a second in chips. Very nice. He's boxed up. 3 big blind, 7 big blinds. Eight, six suited, not much we can do. So this guy flatted pre-flop, gets this flop and open jams with ace king. What a strange way to play this hand. But again, like this guy had 5 big blinds, triples up. So all the shorties, this guy tripled up. This guy doubled up. Not very good for me with my rags. This guy has nothing behind. VPIP of 12, very tight guy. The 8 comes for the cooler. We get the little ladder.
I think Epic. I mean, the chip leader is basically in his honeymoon period. You see every flop and just bomb.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's in like open jam territory a lot here. He could just run us over and not much we can do. Open jams. So this one was very, very, very close. This guy is like loose and crazy. Then I have a 10. Maybe I should have taken this spot. What do you guys think?
No, I don't think so.
I'm still ahead of him. There's still like good chance that somebody busts before me. But yeah. He's opening so
I think
wide and calling so wide that maybe it would be good.
I like the fold personally. I could be wrong. You basically have zero fold equity there after the open.
So this one, the church, the open jams. We're pretty happy with that. There's our short stack, but we just gotta go. He has king queen suited and flops me dead.
What the fuck?
That's also what I thought, what the fuck? But yeah, it is what it is. We did our best. We fought till the end, and
I think we were free rolling after the jacks into aces.
yeah,
That
right.
spot was, yeah, we were free rolling. I think that.
Yeah, I had like my aces got cracked slash chopped. My ace king at the end was dominating. The guy flops me dead.
I mean, you scammed the guy with queen 9 when he has king 4. That was a big
Yeah,
one as well. You would
yeah,
have been
but I
left with like maybe like 4 big blinds there.
yeah.
So,
But at the same
it was
time, if I
okay.
don't get the Jack River, I don't think I would have like
You're not
put
paying
some.
him, yeah. You're not paying him.
Yeah.
Maybe you bluff him. Maybe you try to bluff him.
So still a nice score, was okay with that, but like a little bit sick. But what can you do?
Well, this is Thailand bath, right?
Uh,
Nice call, Louis. Thanks, man.
yeah.
Thanks for sharing this.
So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. It's been a pleasure. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to like, subscribe. If you want to support the study session, make sure to sign up to pokercoaching.com. And on this, I'm gonna wish you guys a nice day. I will be back this afternoon for the games.
Thanks a lot, Louis. Go well soon, Scotty.
Cheers, Louis.
Have a good one, boys.
Yeah,
Hey, Louis.
yeah, really good.
Thank you.
Keep going.
The
We got
the
it.
club is back, huh?
Yes, yes. Oh, yes, we have games. We have games going. Starts today, I think. Yeah. So
I
if
can
you
see
want
some free
chips,
rolls.
yeah, there's free rolls. And then if you want chips, just hit Nate up. He's gonna be happy to help you out. And then we should have some pretty good games, some small stakes, 20, 33, 55s, mystery bounties, PKOs, a bunch of stuff. So make sure to check it out. On
All right.
this,
Thanks, Louis.
see you guys this week.